Today, in this church family segment, we welcome 8 new members to the church family. At the same time, we say goodbye to our oldest member of our English congregation, Brother Kee Sung, formerly from North Korea, then South Korea, came to Singapore. He became our member in 2012. This year, he's 95 years old. And this week, he'll be traveling back to Korea for Chuseok to stay there. I know most of you have seen each other for 6 months, so I'll show you a photo so that you'll not be confused about who he is. And here he is. There we go. Grandpa Kee is the one in the center. We call him Grandpa because he's 95. He's the one in red holding a walking stick. And that's his daughter and his son-in-law, Mr. and Mrs. Yum. And they have been faithful members of our church family. Grandpa Kee is going home to Korea. Throughout his older segment of his life, you'll see him here in with his walking stick before COVID-19. He was an example to us. He reads his Bible every day. At one stage when I visited him, when he was in his 80s, mind you, he says, I read an hour, then I stop. This is reading the Bible. And he reads it in English, self-taught. This is a man, a grandpa, who has taught us by his life. I asked him when I visited him last week, my last visit, I asked him, what is the secret of your long life? He says, wherever I have gone, he's been to several places, Kenya in Africa, Australia, Singapore, North and South Korea. He says, my Saviour leads me. It is my Lord. And so today I thought we'll sing for him and sing with him on his final Sunday in Singapore. He so much wishes he could say goodbye in person, but he can't. And so I thought we'd sing this hymn together. All the way my Saviour leads me, what have I to ask beside? Can I doubt his tender mercy, who through life has been my guide? Heavenly peace, divinest comfort, here by faith in him to dwell. For I know whatever befalls me, Jesus doeth all things well. I'll sing it once, and then please join me together in English. 나의 갈 길 다가도록 예수의 노가심이 내 주 안에 있는 긍휼 옳지 웃음 말이오 믿음으로 사는 자는 하늘 위로 받겠네 무슨 일을 만나든지 만사 형통하리라 무슨 일을 만나든지 만사 형통하리라 All the way my Savior leads me What have I to ask beside? Can I doubt his tender mercy, who through life has been my guide? Heavenly peace, divinest comfort, here by faith in him to dwell. For I know whate'er befall me, Jesus doeth all things well. For I know Oh, whate'er befall me, Jesus doeth all things well. To our senior's oldest member at 95, Grandpa Kee, we say, Anyong hi kap sipsyo. Goodbye, Grandpa Kee. But as we often teach our church family, we don't just say goodbye. We say with all of our hearts, see you later. Because when we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be when we all see Jesus. We'll sing and shout the victory.